Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Devil's Advocate Trades Edition. So, this is dropping on Christmas Eve. Unlike last year when I had to do it on Christmas Day because it landed on Christmas Day, and that was crazy. But as you all know, I pre-record. I say it all the time. So, we're the day before Christmas Eve. And I was talking to my significant this morning, and I was like, I'm going to talk about church. And he's like, you just poking the bear today, eh? You're just poking the bear. I'm like, maybe. But let's talk about Christmas Eve. If we talk about Christmas, so not everyone celebrates Christmas. So there's Hanukkah. And I was talking to my son about Hanukkah because he's always like, Mom, can I open a present? Mom, can I open a present? I'm like, you should have been Jewish because Hanukkah, you light a candle, you get to open a present every day. And he's like, maybe I should have been Jewish. And I just laugh and I'm like, listen here. So there's lots of different things that are celebrated all over the world, and we'll get back to that. But Christmas time, holiday season tends to be overly stressful for so many of us. There's multiple families and family members that we have to appease. It's like the one time a year where everyone's like, let's just get together and get through this. And there's always one asshole in the group that's like, let's just screw with everybody and air out dirt and call people out and just be miserable. And I always say to myself, I'm so happy with my Christmases. I don't spend them with anybody but my kids and my mom and sometimes my neighbors. And my significant and I don't spend Christmas or holidays together. We choose not to. It convolutes things. I maybe one day, but not now. I'm just I'm so content with my life that I'm not prepared to do something different. I think too many people are so quick to merge their families and create blended families and don't realize sometimes it works out really well, but a lot of times it doesn't. And then it's it gets kind of crazy. So for me, I'm just content. It's just me, my kids. My mom comes and stays with us every year. She has since the kids were born. I've seen my mom every year for Christmas. She's pretty easygoing. She comes, spends one night with us. So she spends Christmas Eve with us, and then she spends Christmas Day with us. And then she takes off and goes and does her thing with her significant other and whatnot. So I'm just super grateful that I don't have a very stressful holiday season ever. I'm so easygoing and I'm just whatever, who wants to do what? So this Christmas Eve, my really good friend Greg, as you guys have all, most of you, if you've been following me, know who Greg is. Him and his beautiful wife Mandy and their two beautiful boys are going to come over and we're going to do Ukrainian Christmas this year. So my absolutely gem of she's a gem of a caterer and my friend, and I adore her to pieces. And her name is Ollie, and she is a Ukrainian caterer out here in Airdrie. And she's actually in the Rocky View County side. And so her and her wonderful husband, they've ran this catering company a long time. She'd probably be like, Lisa, I run the catering company. But, he helps all the time. He's wonderful. Anyways, she's doing the Ukrainian food. So she's doing cabbage rolls and pierogies and dessert pierogies and sausage. And that's what we wanted to do. So that's what we're doing. It's super low key and we love it. And of course, my friend Greg is I always bug him because he's a shit mix of white. So he's German and Russian and Ukrainian and Canadian and French. And he's a shit mix of white people. And I call him, I'm you more colored than me and you ain't even colored. So, he was really excited when I said we're going to do Ukrainian Christmas. Normally we do Asian food, but this year I was like, screw it. Let's just try something different. And for any of you that are, I don't know how much catering Ollie does these days, but for any of you that are looking for an amazing Ukrainian caterer, her food is to die for. I get her to cater all my lunch and learns when I go into the property management firms. I do morning ones, I do lunch ones, and she makes all of the food homemade. And I love it. And so do my clients. So I'll never stop using Ollie until she says, I'm done with this shit, Lisa. And I'll be like, okay, I love you. Send me somewhere else. Give me a referral. I can't do this on my own. But anyhow, so talking about Christmas. So I always find it funny because as I've grown up and heard all of the different things. So I was at one time married to a JW, and he would say, Lisa, we don't celebrate Christmas because Christ was born during the rainy season, and the rainy season is October, November, so it's not December. And I was like, oh, well, okay. But then when I was growing up, I went to Catholic school. My best friend's Catholic, Italian Catholic, as you all know. So we did midnight mass, and we did that when we were older and we were goofy and decided to have a few drinks before we went to church. And we got stared at by the priest. We got smacked by her parents. It was a good time. No, it wasn't. And but we did some stupid shit. And I mean, we went to midnight mass, and I've done, like, I never did Christmas mass because, first of all, I did the midnight mass because she was doing it and she was my best friend and I was stuck to her. So, I mean, the things we do for our friends. But I mean, I graduated from Catholic school. So I knew all the prayers. I knew all the, and also with yous and all that jazz in the Catholic Church. But I'm not a big religious person. I never really have been. I'm more spiritual. And so for me, if I want to talk to God, I can do that wherever he is, everywhere. So I don't believe in conforming to whatever has been written by a bunch of people who say they allegedly knew or read the Dead Sea Scrolls or whatever. So everything is an interpretation. And so for me, the way I look at it is God is who you want that person to be in your heart. And you can talk to him or her anytime you want. And that's just how I look at it. I see a lot of different things online that make me laugh. It's like, when people talk about Santa Claus, they're like, Santa Claus is a woman, and then there was this meme that I saw, and I was like, Santa Claus sounds like a woman. But then it tracks because it was like, listen, all the reindeer are girls because, the male reindeer shed their antlers in the wintertime. So it's women pulling that sleigh, and Lord knows shit's got to get done, and it's got to get done in a timely fashion. So of course it's all female reindeer. And that made me fucking laugh. And then there was Santa's a woman because he squeezes his fat ass down a chimney, or she squeezes her fat ass down a chimney to make sure all the children of the world are happy, always carries weight around the midsection that she just can't seem to get rid of, and loves milk and cookies. And I was like, kind of tracks. I don't see a guy doing that. It's just stuff that makes me laugh. And I think you just need to be able to laugh at different things, like whether it's real or not. I mean, I grew up with a male Santa, and I continue to believe that there is a male Santa. I celebrate Christmas that way with my kids. I love the enchantment behind it. I think it's more fun than doing the Christmas Christ thing. To me, it's more fun for my kids instead of sitting them in a church where they just got to listen to someone just preach about Jesus's birth and whatnot. Like, I don't find that fun at all. But that's me. I mean, there's a lot of you that's just, for me, I think it's also just ingrained in a lot of people just to do it. It's just what you do. I don't. I'm like, let's talk about Santa Claus and the reindeer. Let's watch like Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, which actually fucking makes me laugh because this year I have heard from multiple people that people cut out fucking bonuses this year. And right away I was like, oh my God, it's Clark Griswold and fucking Christmas Vacation. And then all I heard when people were telling me, they're like, and I've heard it now from 6 people that said that their companies cut out bonuses this year, but yet the upper management didn't get cut out. All of them said the same thing. And I was like, are you fucking serious? So all I heard in my head was, when Santa squeezes his fat ass down that chimney tonight, he's going to find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. That's all I fucking heard. And I was like, not wrong. So for me, I'm like, you can't, in my opinion, you can't give bonuses every year and then cut it out. Like, you can't be like, by the time that quarter happens, when you're coming into like your third quarter, you're going to know where your kind of money is and you're going to be paying attention. So then that's when you go, you know what? I don't know if we can do Christmas bonuses. So maybe we just do small bonuses out for a couple of weeks to let them know that this is part of their Christmas bonus because of whatever. But if you're a company that's making money hand over fist and you're just like, I don't want to give out Christmas bonuses this year, fuck you. Like, just fuck all the way off, because then you're just being a greedy dick. I'm sorry if you have some feelings about that, but I think the majority of the masses will agree with me when I say, like, if you are someone and we know that you're making money, and here's the thing, as an entrepreneur, yes, I make money. I don't make a whole bunch of money because I don't want to be in that realm of making a whole bunch of money because that means I got to hire a whole bunch of people. I don't want to do that shit. So for me, I look at it like this. If I'm giving out Christmas bonuses, and I've worked for companies that gave out Christmas bonuses, and I sat in the upper management. I was someone who would say, because I made a decent salary at the time, if someone was like, oh, everyone in upper management's getting bonuses, but we're not giving bonuses, I'd be like, take my fucking bonus and divvy it up, because I don't need it that bad. I get paid far more than everybody else, and that's not fair. These guys are expecting it. It's a little bit of extra cash over the holidays. They've probably spent it thinking that they were like, they probably already spent their bonus on something, thinking that it was coming. So they could carry it on their credit card for a bit. It was no big deal. And now all of a sudden they're like, hey, you're not getting this. And they're like, well, fuck. So, and that sucks because people do consider it, but they budget it in all the time. And you know what, if it's a little bit more, hey, great. If it's not, oh well. But I mean, at least keep it consistent. Like, who fucking does that shit? Like, you gotta be an asshole to do that kind of shit. Like, far from an asshole, like just a prick. So this is me saying, if you didn't give out Christmas bonuses this year and you did nothing, and don't fucking alternate with like pizza parties and like little like restaurant fucking trivia bullshit where you're like, oh, well, we'll take you out and we'll have like a meal. Like, it better be at fucking Highs. Okay. Like, just saying, or like Smuggler's Inn or somewhere that, you know, it's going to be like $150 a plate because at that point it's a kick in the face to anybody. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, I hope that everybody gets what they want this year. And I especially hope that everybody gets what they need. I know we've been in some pretty precarious times. As Christmas always tends to be a little bit more of an angry season. People get angry. It's also a depressing season because people have to think about who they're with, who they're not, who's departed us, who's, you know, what they don't have in their life. It can be a very depressing season, which is why there's so many things that remain open. And then I always joke, I'm always like, everybody who's not like Catholic or Christian and doesn't celebrate Christmas, they're like cleaning up Christmas Day because they're the ones that are like, oh, I'll work for double time. Sure, no problem. I'm like, the Jewish people have it figured out. They're working Christmas, all of them. They're all making double, triple time. They're doing it. They're like, fuck it. We're going in overtime. So smart. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I mean, when I was younger, I would. But now that I have kiddos, no, I would never do that. I'm actually booked off the whole week. And when you're an entrepreneur and you book off the whole week, that's just code for I don't really want to take any calls unless I have to. And I'm still probably working from my computer. So it's kind of like a kind of sort of, because you can't really stop working. You can, but I wouldn't advise it. If you're an entrepreneur, you should probably, I mean, you could take Christmas Day off for sure. Like, I'm not doing anything unless there's an emergency that comes through, at which point I'm like, you understand that this is now like, you just tripled your cost if you want me to go out Christmas Day. Unless it's something catastrophic. So that's why I say to people, like, is it something that can wait till tomorrow, or is this catastrophic? Then I'm coming out and it's probably just going to be doubled because it's an emergency, and I'm not going to let people sit and be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, you got to get out there for emergencies. But I don't really do a whole lot of restoration anymore at that capacity, so I'm kind of good. So unless somebody calls me in, it's not really a thing for me. I just get to hang out Christmas Day, put some liquor in my coffee, and not worry about having to go out. I say that, and everyone's going to be like, "Watch Murphy's Law. You're gonna get called," and I'm gonna be like, "Shit, you know what? Let's just I'm not drinking." But usually Christmas Day, we do bagels and lox and cream cheese. I know it's very Jewish of us, but I do love bagels, lox, and cream cheese. My parents both, well, my mom is from Quebec. And so in Montreal, that was a thing that they did a lot. And so they made it a Christmas tradition. And so every Christmas since I was a kid, that's what we ate Christmas morning. And I kept it going. And then we have like mimosas. And I don't do the mimosas much anymore. I'm not a big fan of the mimosas anymore. But I will have like, I can't do Baileys because like the cream is not my friend. I will sometimes eat things that have cream and butter in them because I'm like, worth it. But I shouldn't, because otherwise my stomach hurts like hell. But I don't do Baileys. So I will usually do Fireball because I like cinnamon in my coffee. So I'll like throw a shot of Fireball in my coffee Christmas morning, call my brother back east, and we'll have a chat, and we'll like, my brother and I, we, buy my mom a gift. So this year, my mom, we bought her a gift, her and her significant other. We bought them a gift, a joint gift that we know that they will love. And so it's the easiest way to get hyped, or, like big ticket items when you do it as siblings, right? Because then you're all chipping in on this big ticket item. So it makes it easier for both myself and my brother. Not that we couldn't afford it on our own, but if it turns into a competition, right? And that's what we did for years. It was like, who can buy mom the best gift? And then I was like, cut this shit out. We're going to go fucking broke. So I called my brother and I was like, truce. Let's just go half and half. So now we do that all the time. We go half and half on just about every holiday. Every once in a while, he'll go out and get her something that she really wants that he knows that I won't buy her. Cause I'm like, I'm not buying her any electronics. Don't fucking ask me to do it. Like, I'm not buying her AirPods and new phones and shit like that. He will. And I'm like, you do you, bro. And every once in a while I'll cock my eyebrow and be like, really? Are you going to talk about this? And he was like, she really wanted them. And, she's always on the planes and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's fair. My mom does fly very often to go see my brother since he moved. And so he was like, it's something I can do for her. So she's got a good set of, AirPods or whatever. So I was like, well, that's cool. Anyway, moving on. I don't know what to say to everybody when it comes to holidays other than have an amazing holiday season, however that looks to you, whether it's by yourself in peace and harmony and tranquility, whether it's with a ton of family, some you dread, some you don't, whether it's just with your kids, whether it's just with your significant, whether you fly away, whether it's a hot holiday, however it looks to you, I think that you should just embrace it, enjoy it, and don't let anyone tell you how it should look. It should look how you want it to look. Like, honestly, if I didn't have to contend with my ex, I would love to just go to Mexico for like a month. Like, just put in for an all-inclusive for like 30 days where I'm gone like beginning of December, coming back the beginning of January. And because we all know the airport's like fucking chaotic, like the couple weeks out from Christmas and right around Christmas and then coming back for New Year's, like it's a shit show. So if I could leave at like this, I don't know, like the 12th of December and come back like the 12th of January, it'd be fucking spectacular. Me and the kids piss off somewhere, hang out for like a month. All-inclusive hotel. Let's do it. But, I have their dad to contend with. And so out of respect for my children and for him, that was hard. I make sure he gets a chance to see his kids. Or at least one of them, because one of them goes all the time. And I don't think that's fair as parents it's like a catch-22, right? It's not fair that I can't have this wonderful getaway holiday with my kids, but I can do that anytime. It doesn't need to be around Christmas. Christmas is an important time for kids, especially if parents have made it important. And you want the other person to share in that as well, because it's not fair. So that's kind of where I'm at. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season and do all the things you want to do. You will catch me before we go into New Year's. You'll catch me New Year's Eve, at which point I'll say something funny and profound, I'm sure, because we all have big hopes and dreams. It's going to be Year of the Horse next year. So we'll get into that when I see you or when I talk to you guys next round. Again, thank you to everybody who's been part of my season 2. My season 2 wraps up next week and we walk into season 3. So again, thank you to everybody who's been a supportive listener. I appreciate all of you. And I hope some more and more of you will come on. We've got some new people coming into season 3. I believe they're all in the States. So that will be fun. I love talking to my counterparts over in the States. They're always fun to talk to. I want some more Australians. I want some like Australian tradespeople, because I swear to God, I bet you they would be so much fun to talk to. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and don't do anything crazy.